Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTest.com, and today we're going to take a look at the largest model from Formula's FX series, the FX8. These boats are designed to add over-the-top luxury to an already upscale line, and today I'm going to take this FX8 on a full test and performance review. Let's start by taking a look at the FX8 out of the water. At the stern, we had a pair of Bravo 1 XR outdrives. Our test boat was fitted with the captain's call through transom exhaust, which really gave the FX8 a powerful sound. The standard Bennett trim tabs are stainless steel with stainless rams and measure 15 inches by 17 inches. It's easy to see how these large air intakes really draw plenty of air into the engine compartment. Moving forward, two large steps in the hull serve to draw air under the running surface and reduce friction, which gives the FX8 her speed. Forward, the FX8 has a narrow entry which will allow her to slice cleanly through waves. As we step aboard, the helm of the FX8 is simply stunning. Lavorsi oversized Mega Series gauges with red bezels and blue backlighting are mounted against the carbon fiber composite dash. A Garmin 740S GPS chart plotter is fitted as standard equipment. Here we have the optional Raymarine E12. Our test boat was also fitted with the optional electric bow thruster, and I always appreciate having a selectable display in addition to analog gauges. Dual electronic stainless steel engine controls lead your hand directly to the individual outdrive trims, but I only use the collective trim on the port throttle. The helm seat is double wide and wraps around at the ends for additional security. Both seats flip up to provide separate leaning posts as opposed to bolsters that you can sit on top of. Formula always seems to get the visibility right, as while sitting on the seat my line of sight was below the windshield frame, and of course standing against the bolster I was well above the frame. A walk-through windshield gives you access to the foredeck. At the bow, a concealed electric windlass with 150 feet of all-chain road is secured to a polished stainless steel anchor in a stainless chute leading through the stem. The bow rails seem to be more aesthetic as they only come up 1 foot 3 inches. Now, let's get underway. The Formula FX8 has a length overall of 41 feet 6 inches, a beam of 11 feet, and a draft of 36 inches. With an empty weight of 16,100 pounds, 1 quart of fuel, and 3 people on board, we had a test weight of just over 17,000 pounds. With twin 565 horsepower Mercruiser racing engines turning Bravo 1 XR drives, we reached a top speed at 5360 RPM of 63.5 miles per hour. At that speed, we were burning 85.3 gallons per hour for a range of 159 miles. Best cruise came in at 4,000 RPM and 40.9 miles per hour. That speed produced a fuel burn of 42.15 gallons per hour, which the FX8 could maintain for 5 hours and 18 minutes and 218 miles with a 10% reserve of fuel remaining. We reached planing speed in 11.5 seconds, reached 20 miles per hour in 7.8 seconds, 30 in 13.9 seconds, 40 in 19.2, and continued accelerating through 50 miles per hour in 24.9 seconds. Upon accelerating, the FX8 exhibits a 17-degree bow-high attitude, and because the bow is so far forward, that brings it up well above the horizon and into your line of sight until she comes up on plane. Once on plane, she settles into a 5-degree bow-high attitude. You can tell that she wants to run, so get her into that running attitude quickly by advancing the throttles to over 4,000 RPM to get her up on plane. Once on top, she'll stay planing to about 3,500 RPM and drop off below that. She handles very typically like a Formula, where even their larger boats have sport boat-like handling. Even still, with 7 1/4 turns from lock to lock on the steering wheel, things will happen at a relatively calm pace which both you and your guests will find comfortable. She rolls 18 degrees into the turn, which keeps you planted in your seat and feeling comfortable throughout. She doesn't tend to bleed off a lot of speed in the turns, but be sure to drop the trim back down before entering any maneuvers. And she settles back into the water stern first, which brings the bow up into line of sight again. That's my full test of the Formula FX8. In my opinion, she brings sport boat handling to a large boat with fast speeds and upscale premium features. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.